Hey. Hey, are you awake? Come on. I know you had a few glasses of wine, but you can't really be asleep, can you? Oh, shit. I guess you really are asleep. Just when I thought I'd worked up the nerve, too. I. I really wanted to talk to you, but. I guess with you being asleep and all, I don't want to wake you up. I know you got a big day tomorrow. You become head bagger of groceries at Kroger, and I know how responsible that you are of that. I mean, you're going to be in charge of 6 lanes bagging their groceries at once. And, I remember that one time I saw you managing 3, and I talked to your boss. I said, Bill, why the fuck do you have them bagging so many goddamn groceries? Get some other people in there. And they said, listen, Dom, fucking no one wants to work. You got a resume? You want to apply? So that's why I work at Kroger now. But, anyways, well, I guess with you being asleep, I guess this could be practice for tomorrow. I was going to take you out to a dinner if everything turned right in the conversation, but maybe I can say it during dinner. Having a confession during dinner has always been good. I mean, look at Judas and Jesus. That confession turned out great, didn't it? Or did it not? Am I not remembering that right? Fuck it. Anyways, listen, I know we've been roommates. Well, I know we've been best friends for a long time. And I know that we've been roommates even longer. But no, no. Dom, you're a dumbass. We've been best friends for a longer time than we've been roommates. But whatever. God damn it. Okay, let me get out my notebook because I've got a lot to say. Listen, when we first became best friends, do you remember when? Of course you don't. It was 3rd grade. We were in Miss Stephanie's class, and she was a prime time bitch with a vagina saggier than that of the fucking cow's udders. I swear to you, she sat in a certain position you could see the lip from the inside of her pants. Anyways, I remember we were at recess. It was indoor recess because it was raining. And you know me, I fucking love indoor recess. And do you remember why? Here, we'll say it together. 3, 2, 1. Blocks. God damn it. You're right. Blocks. I fucking love blocks. I love building. I love Legos. Anyways, we were there. Remember, I made the sick fucking tower. I mean, this was like a fucking spire. My dad had taken me to see Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers, and I was like, I'm gonna make the fucking Eye of Sauron. So I'm fucking building these blocks up and up and up. And fucking Jackson, that stupid motherfucker who always had a snaggletooth, red hair, and had a t-shirt that said, I'm my mama's boy. Yeah, I bet you fucking are. Piece of shit. Bet you're sleeping with her too. Anyways, he came over and he knocked over my Tower of Solomon, and he wanted to go for my second tower. And do you remember what you did? Remember what you did? You stepped in and you said, "You shall not pass." And that was the most beautiful moment of our whole friendship. Then I looked at you, and you looked at me, and you looked at me, and you looked at you. And we all saw each other. And you said, "Hi, I'm," and then you know your name. And then I said, "Hey, I'm," and you know my name. We shook hands, and then I knew I wanted to be in your life forever. Well, remember when we moved in? You should, because that was a wild fucking day. If you recall, I was over at the local Applebee's and I was drinking the margarita days. I think it was, what is it called? Uh, fuck, 5-0 de Mayo, 5 de mayonnaise. You know, the fucking holiday in May. What day is that on? Like the 7th? Anyways, we were there and I had just broken up with Allison. And I was about to start seeing Gwen, and you looked at me and you said, my name, and you said, "Do not go out with Gwen, and don't go back to Allison. You deserve so much better." And I remember being there in a drunken stupor, and that's when I threw up all over myself, all over my brand new Share I Believe in Life After Love shirt. I was really in my softy side then. And you looked at me and you said, "Listen, that was gross as fuck, but I love you." And you know what? And when I said I love you too, I meant that I loved you too. Not just as a best friend, but I was in love with you. I'd have been in love with you from the moment. Some would say the moment we became best friends, but for me, the real kicker was a junior year at our FFA, Future Farmers of America, for if you don't remember what it means. But I remember we were at an FFA and you entered the hot dog eating contest, and I helped you train for days, dumping the hot dogs in the bun into a glass of water before you swallowed it down like a fucking, like Miss Stevenson would swallow a cock. I remember you broke the, if I remember correctly, the town, the county, the city, the state, the tri-state, and almost the regional record for how many hot dogs you ate in one sitting. 42. That's why I got this 42 tattooed on the inside of my finger. Because of that beautiful day. Because as I saw you sucking down those hot dogs and your belly started to break the button on your pants, I started to realize I'm in love with them. And so we lived together because you didn't want me to get back with Allison and Gwen. And sure, I slept on the floor there for 4 weeks, but you found me a bench on the side of the road over by the dumpsters, and you said, "Hey, you could sleep on this for a bit until I got my tax return money, enough money to buy some beer and a small mattress from Walmart." And let me tell you, that thing hurts my back like a motherfucker, but if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have anything at all. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Maybe because I feel like I finally got the guts. I bought you a ring, I know it sounds so stupid, you can't even hear me, but I'm going to pull it out. I spent $32 on this motherfucker. I know what you're thinking. $32, honey, that's too much. And I said, I know, especially for someone who I haven't officially proposed to yet. But the thing is, we haven't even started dating, but I know you're going to marry me, I'm going to marry you, so what does it matter? Anyways, I got the ring and I go over to the jewelry department at Walmart and I say, "Hey, can you do an engraving on this so you know what it says on the inside?" It says, "Daddy's darling little tomato sandwich." That's right. Because remember that one time we were so broke. This was like 3 weeks ago. We were so broke and all we had was bread and large tomatoes, which I don't understand why, because you hate bread and I hate tomatoes, but we made it work. And you had a bread and tomato sandwich of just bread pieces and tomato slices, and you swallowed that motherfucker down, much like you had those hot dogs in the previous years prior. I knew I was going to propose to you then, but, Anyways, listen, I've loved you my whole life, and I want to be with you, and, maybe tomorrow, here's what I'll do, maybe you'll be at work, and because I don't work tomorrow, and I'll text you and I'll say, "Hey, let's go somewhere to eat. I'm going to take you somewhere so nice. I mean, so fucking nice. I mean, the nicest place we've been to in a while." That's right. Frisch's Big Boy. And I'm going to take you there, and you're going to get a big boy, and it's going to be so fucking good. And I'm going to make sure I get biscuits and gravy, because it's breakfast all day there, baby. All day. And fucking, I already asked, and Janet, the girl who lives in apartment 2-3, not 2B, to be or not to be, I already asked if she was going to be working. She said yeah, and she asked if I could put the ring, if I wanted to put the ring in your big boy, and I said no because I know you'd eat that shit faster than a fucking freight train going down a hill with no rails. So I said no, and then I thought about putting it in a champagne glass. But I think in the middle of Frisch's big boy, I'm going to stop everyone, jump on a table, and say, "Listen, everyone, I love this person. They are going to be mine forever." Fuck. I can't believe. I can't believe I finally got the balls to tell you how I feel, and you're asleep. Well, I'm gonna do what I normally do on days like this. I'm gonna go back to my room. I'm gonna search up, my favorite thing on the internet. You're right. Dwarf porn. Give myself one last bastion of relief because without that bastion, I'm hoping I'll never have to do it again. Because I'm hoping when I get with you, that I can dump in you like a garbage disposal inside of a Gordon Ramsay kitchen. Not that I want to be with you just for the sex or anything. In fact, I've heard you have sex. You sound like a fucking donkey going through menopause, but I love you nonetheless. Okay. Well, it was good talking to you. I'm glad you weren't awake for any of that because, well, you know how it is. I'm hoping after tomorrow's events you'll say yes and you get to push me down the stairs. 'Cause that's my favorite thing. Good night.